possibly
Stackable
can.
collection,
Yeah.
collection of certificates, basically.
Yeah.
You get a certificate in each discipline and you collect them. Close.
Well, let's take automotive for example. Automotive has 8 engines, heating and air conditioning, electrical, brakes and steering and suspension, automatic transmissions and manual transmissions.
Yeah.
So you got, and diesel has got 10. So you don't have to get them all.
You just need to figure out what your path is and get those.
Yeah.
If all
Okay.
you want to do,
That's fair.
You don't have
Heck
to get
yeah.
what you want.
Okay.
Collect
Let
an
me ask
inventory.
this. Talking about how young people are shy, and I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is to both of you because you both are addressing it. What if, and maybe you have this already, I don't know, I'm just asking. What if you had kind of like in the style of Worlds of Work, which is for middle school students, right? Okay. A WOW style show, vendor, when I say that employer show, but it's for Shelton State Community College students. Maybe you expand it to access for other people. But what if you had the Shelton State ambassadors who are college students and they know? Do you think that would help with that barrier? Because they don't want to approach the person at the table, the adult, right? The adult.
Yeah.
I'm trying to frame it as, because you're scary
Yeah.
and intimidating because I'm 20 years old and I can't talk to you. Or that's what I think. Would the ambassadors help to grease the way? Because they could actually speak to them first and then maybe draw them into the conversation. It's just an idea.
Yeah. Well, we have WOW community. It's
Right.
in between day 1 and day 2.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that in a second.
I would ask a question on WOW.
Wait, so I couldn't hear because
I said I'd like to ask a second question on WOW that you just brought up.
Okay.
yeah, I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
If y'all are okay.
And welcome
Yeah,
back to the
welcome
noon
back, y'all.
show, the front porch of Tuscaloosa and West Alabama. Thank you so much for joining us right here on FM 100.1. And we are having, again, a very important conversation, a stimulating conversation.
I love it.
With Michael Hobson from Shelton State Community College and Mark Bosch, the Bosch man himself from Taylor Electrical.
And I appreciate all of you.
We're talking skill trades.
Yeah, Johnny Rock is largely facilitating. You, all three of you have so much experience in skilled trades. I'm just someone, as I said previously, who has long recognized the importance of skilled trades. So can we talk about a little bit about what we're talking about off the air? Would that be okay?
Yeah, and Michael, I want folks to understand, because there are a lot of parents out there right now listening, probably some students as they're all out of school. The career path for skilled trades is really quite exceptional. We don't look at it that way yet, but I think we're starting to understand, because we could recruit all the industries we want, but if you don't have skilled trades to build them, what have we done? So here, back to the process, and we've talked about stackables, and it's kind of like building your inventory of experience through the academic.
You're gathering credentials.
Technical process.
Right.
And Lisa was bringing up the point, are there some ways that we can extend the message, I guess is what we'll say. And she mentioned WOW. And to both of you, WOW has been wildly successful in terms of numbers.
It has.
I mean, it really has. We're getting to 8th and 9th graders early. My question is, though, are we using it effectively to give the message of the skilled trades career path? I mean, there's some hands-on stuff you can play with. I know that. I'm not criticizing anything.
Yeah.
But are we really getting the message out to that 8th, 9th, 10th graders so they begin thinking about the skilled trades? And to Michael, from a community college point of view, your perspective, and Mark from an employer's point of view, I'd like to kind of, is there some ways we can enhance that process?
Can I just add as a two-parter? I also want to know, does Shelton State Community College have their own opportunity to meet with employers, since WOW is for the younger people? And if they are shy about meeting people, do you think it would help, this is for both of you, to have an ambassador who is their age sitting at the table to help draw them in? It's going to be somebody they may or know, but somebody their age. They can talk to somebody their age easier than somebody a little bit old, seasoned like we are, I'll just call it. And it takes away that barrier. Give us all of the thoughts on the two-parter. Thank you.
Okay. Well, our ambassadors do a great job. They're constantly in our halls. They're well-trained program is about and who the instructors are. And we have a continuous flow of students through the campus. On the WOW piece, we have an event in the evenings in between day 1 and day 2, which used to be called WOW 2.0. And that was primarily for juniors and seniors, where they would come in the evening, everybody would stay late, and it would give parents an opportunity to walk the show with ambassadors are there as well as all the participants in the expo. And this year we expanded it out to WOW Community. So even the parents that may be looking for a change in their career could get in front of some of these companies. Now,
Okay, yeah, networking, you know, that's what it's all about, getting in front of the employers, right?
exactly. It could be, but I mean, I'm not saying it's a ghost town, but I've always wondered why it wasn't more well attended. And I don't think it's a matter of us getting the word out. You know, all of our local media push this information out.
We all know about it.
We all know about it, but
Do you have at least bowls of candy on the tables, Michael?
we can do that. You know, we can buy food.
And a young person stationed at every table who is maybe more of an extrovert. Could just a thought, man.
Mark, from an employer's point of view, I think y'all participate in WOW. I believe you do.
We have. And
What, from an employer, are you getting what you need? Are we delivering the message
Great
as
question.
effectively as we should?
I feel like the message is out there, and from the employer standpoint, so especially when you're in town like this, when you're in a trade, we are a family-owned business. Okay, most all of the trades in our area are family-owned, locally owned, small businesses. Now, in our area, we're considered a medium-sized business, but we're a small business. All right, so having the people, okay, just like this right here, I am the one that would attend those events, that would do the hiring, that would come on the radio with you guys.
Okay.
I am that one. And, you know, I don't know if you've looked, but there's still only so many hours in the day.
That's true.
And on top of that, I'm taking care of actual work that's being done. You know, I'm in charge of our service department. So a lot of it isn't necessarily on Shelton or the people putting these things on. Some things I just can't attend. There's not enough hours for me to attend. Do I have an answer for that? No, I don't. But that is an issue that we have and I know a lot of other ones are the same way. You can't ask a company that you've got somebody that's doing all these things to show up to this event.
Okay, that's a great point. I didn't even, for whatever reason, think about that.
I don't
but
have an
that's a
answer
great
for
point.
it.
Yeah.
But that is one of my issues.
You're making a really important point, because most of them are small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
The owner, if you've got a staff, they're doing multiple things.
That's
So
right.
it is difficult. I'm trying to figure out how we connect. And Michael, this is going to come to you because we're going to run out of time. But Shelton does do something very, very important. You're very good at it. You link business and industry to the community college to try and help meet their needs. And tell everybody about how you do that and how business and industry can get involved with the skilled trades career path.
Okay, sure. We already talked about WOW, but just 2 weeks ago, we hosted our annual advisory breakfast, where all 16 career tech programs that I supervise bring in members from local community, business and industry. We talk about facilities. We talk about instruction. Look at what's in these course outlines. Is this what you need? Is there something we need to add? Is there something that's obsolete? We need to take it out. So we're engaged constantly with the needs of local industry. So we like to feel like we're nimble and can pivot, and we do listen to what they say and base our decisions on instruction, facilities, and equipment on what the feedback that they give us.
And to anyone out there listening,
Wow.
if you're an employer, just contact Shelton State. Go to sheltonstate.edu
Mhm.
and look at the website. Michael, I'm sure you'd be happy to talk with anybody.
I will.
But unfortunately, we're running out of time. We need a whole series, don't we, Sunshine?
Yeah, we do.
We need a whole series on it because it's an important subject. A lot of wonderful careers out there. And so Michael Hobson, Mark Bosch, we appreciate you guys coming to visit. We're gonna have to get y'all back. It's been a good conversation. We
Sure.
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you
Love to
so
come back.
much. Yeah, it's wonderful. Y'all did a great job. Great show,
Yeah.
y'all.
But yeah, we just barely touched the surface of it, but do check out Shelton State, folks.
Yeah.
They're an important partner for all of us, and I'm putting our commercial out there.
Well,
I
you
guess.
know, I made my opening statement, but I like that you reframed the whole thing to look towards optimism for the future for skilled trades. Much better view, much better perspective, much better goal. That's the
Well,
way to frame it. I agree 100%.
Again, for someone who, I was on the original CETA board. You don't even know what that is. That's the workforce board of today. CETA was back many years ago. And so this has been a long journey, and I've watched, but I am very, very optimistic that the conversation is changing. And I won't get into it because we don't have time, but if you look at, and nothing against our university, we love the university. It's a huge, huge important part of this community and our environment. But if you look at 4 years of a high schooler going to college and a high schooler going into skilled trades, it's a remarkable financial difference.
Oh yeah,
Big time. And
12,000
so we
for an
want to,
associate's degree.
we want to
That's right.
encourage folks to check out our good friends out at Shelton State Community College. I know Mark would be glad to talk to anybody over there at Taylor Electrical. You can always get him on the Stephen D.C. show.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Hey,
true.
Hey, you can call or text us like we were talking about before. If you don't like talking on the phone, you can send a text to the office. I will respond to you.
Where were they send that text, Bosch man?
You can text it 205-553-0958. That's our main office number.
That's right.
I get the text message, our dispatcher gets it, and if it's directly to me, she'll leave it alone and let me answer it whenever I can.
Oh, anybody can talk to the Bosch man. I
Come
love
on,
it.
bro.
Give me a text.
There you go.
If you're looking for a career, call the Bosch man.
All right, guys, we're just about out of time. I want to let everyone know that on tomorrow's show, we've got Sonia Harwood Johnson. She is the Gorgas House Museum Director,
Ooh,
and that is going to be an exciting
that'd be
conversation.
cool.
Yeah,
That's a famous place.
yeah, it is. And if you know anything about Dr. Gorgas and his involvement in helping to eradicate malaria during the building of the Panama Canal,
It's a great,
it's
great
a fascinating story. But she's coming to talk about some other things as well that they've got going on. And
It's going to be fun. And again, thank you, University of Alabama, that does
Yeah.
so much for so many.
aren't we the lucky ones with Shelton State Community
Yeah.
College?
I mean, we really are. It's
and
they're
UA,
very community
and-
colleges integrated in the community like we experience right here.
And it keeps growing and evolving and getting
Yes.
better all of the time.
Shout out to all our friends at Shelton.
Yeah, shout out. And thanks for continuing the conversation because that's what it's all about. We've got to talk to each other. We've got to recognize things such as barriers and address them. So I just want to go ahead and close this out. We have really run out of time now. I wanted to remind everyone, don't forget to spay or neuter your furry friends and keep those tails wagging with up-to-date vaccinations. For Johnny Aycock, the Bosch Man, and Michael Hobson, Floss the Boss, and Axel Rose, this is Lisa Jones signing off for the noon show. But before we go, I'd like to wish everyone a splendiferous rest of their day. See you on the radio tomorrow.